So tomorrow's the 4th of July, the emblematic day of summer. See what this temp's gonna be like 90 degrees. It's gonna be hot, at least over here on the East Coast. So I know you're all gonna be barbecuing, having fun, friends, family, all that good stuff. I feel like I've shown you a couple good grilled recipes that you could cook up for 4th of July. But there's one thing I haven't shown you, and that is a delicious drink. You know that I run a food truck. Way back in the day. One of my favorite recipes on the truck was a watermelon juice, pureed, strained, steeped in mint with some lime juice added to it. One of the most delicious drinks I can imagine in the summertime. I'm of course a little biased because it was my drink, but we sold a lot of them. I had to make a lot of them. Every morning when it was summertime, first thing I'd have to do is cut up and juice watermelon. And I think I'd like to sort of bring back some of the recipes from the food truck and flip them into like a little series for the show. I don't have a name, maybe recipes from the truck. So let's get into how to make watermelon juice, because you're gonna need to get all the stuff right now so you can have it ready for tomorrow. Watermelons, how do you shop for them? What you wanna look for is a nice flat bottom. You know, that means that the guy's been sitting there and growing on its own real nice. You wanna pick it up, it should be heavy, super heavy, and it should sound hollow. Heavy for its weight and sound hollow. I don't need it cut into any particular way, but I'm gonna show you how you would dice it. You should cut them up in smaller pieces just so the blender can blend it up easier. But we'll go over dicing a watermelon and then juicing it. So just take the ends off. Cut as little watermelon off as you can. I'm gonna cut it in half. That's what a watermelon should look like. Really bright, firm, not like mealy and soft. That is delicious. All right, we're gonna set this aside. We're just gonna shave the rind off. See, getting as little rind off as possible. I'm just gonna cut it in half. Now, if you wanted to dice it smaller, you would just cut thinner planks. I don't need them that small because I'm just going to be blending. We're gonna cut it into strips, and just like we would dice anything else. You know, I have to do this fast every morning, so you come up with quick ways of doing things. I'd have to cut up 2 to 3 of these every day, so it doesn't take that long. So this is half of a large watermelon. This is how much that yields. This is going to be plenty for my purposes. I'm gonna save the other half because we're not wasteful here on not another cooking show. We're gonna use what we need. For this amount of watermelon, I have 6 slimes. I'm gonna cut up 4 of them. If I need more than that, I'll cut more. The idea is we need to taste along the way. All the watermelons have different sweetnesses. All the limes have different amounts of juice in them. So you can't really have a standard measurement. You've got to see what these taste like, see what everything tastes like together, and then you're gonna know when it's done. And then I have mint that I'm just gonna steep in it once it's done. I'm just gonna kind of crush it up a little bit, bruise it so the oils release, and then drop it in. I mean, it's gonna, oh, it smells so good. This takes me way back. So then we're just gonna blend the shit out of it. Pulverized as much as possible. A big measuring cup. I'm gonna put a strainer over it and then cheesecloth. See, look, so you have everything starting to separate already. You don't wanna drink that. It's just like you're gonna be chewing on something the whole time. So I'm just gonna run it through here. Take something and just sort of just push it around. So it's gonna get stuck. All of the pulp is trying to restrict the juices from seeping out. So you need to just push it through. And then what you're gonna get left with is just a bunch of pulp in here. And at a certain point, you could just take it. And then you just dump any of the pulp out. We never used cheesecloth on the cart. I thought it might be better, but I think it's just more of a pain. We used to just run it through a strainer multiple times. And then you just keep blending and doing the process. This is plenty. I'm just gonna save this. I mean, we don't need to go crazy. I'm gonna set this over to the side because I think you need to know a quick tip about how to clean a blender. Take the dirty blender, add some dish soap, like that. Hot water. And you just rinse it. Oh, clean. I got my trusty lemon squeezer. I'll just start juicing at least 3 of the limes. I like a lot of lime juice, so that's what I'm going for. That was what I was always going for in the cart. So I'm gonna do 4. That's enough. These were juicy. And straight up. Forgot to bruise them. Now you could serve this immediately. What I would do is put it in the refrigerator. Usually it would sit for about an hour before we ever sold it. You could pour ice in it and serve it right away. Some garnish. I'm just gonna make 1 slit. Wow, I missed that. It's been about 6 years. I hope you make it at home. And I think you, your family, and all your guests might love it as much as I do. Have a happy and safe 4th of July. So, again, hope you guys have a really great 4th of July. It would be cool if you made one of my recipes or 2. We got a winner for the knife giveaway. Super excited. You're gonna have to tune in on Thursday though. All will be revealed then.